Just in, suspended Governor Fubara orchestrated all crises in Rivers State, says ex-head of service. Welcome to Synod Media. If you are watching our channel for the first time, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also put on your notification button to get notified of our updates. This Rivers saga is really becoming interesting. You would be shocked, as I am, to hear what could be termed the confessions of Dr. George Nwaeke, the ex-head of service of Rivers State, who was reported to have resigned some days ago. Nothing Musa no go true see forget. Let's hear the story. The immediate past head of the civil service in Rivers State, Dr. George Nwaeke, has revealed that the decision of President Bola Tinubu to declare a state of emergency saved the people of the state from anarchy. Addressing journalists in Port Harcourt, the state capital, on Friday, Nwaeke revealed that the suspended governor Siminalayi Fubara was behind the crisis in the state by orchestrating destruction of public buildings and other sinister motives. He, however, noted that he was neither sacked nor was pressured to resign as head of service of Rivers State. He thanked Tinubu for his swift intervention in the state's political crisis, especially on the declaration of emergency rule in the state, which has been ratified by the National Assembly. The former head of service said, "My dear people of Rivers State, it is with humility and every sense of responsibility that I stand to address you today as your former head of service. You would recall that I was appointed as the head of service by our suspended governor, Siminalayi Fubara. Let me also use this opportunity to appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to serve as the head of service. With the loads of misinformation on print and electronic media, I've chosen to put the record straight. I was not sacked, neither was I pressured to resign. I did it willingly from the depth of my heart. However, as an insider and a key player in this administration by my position, who worked closely with Siminalayi Fubara, it will be unfair for me to keep silent or not to address some key factors that has affected or will affect our state if we continue on this trajectory. I want to use this medium to thank Mr. President for his swift intervention in Rivers State crisis, especially on the state of emergency that was declared and assented to by the National Assembly. You will recall that when the governor was suspended, as the head of service, I was the next in command. So I'm not speaking from outside. I'm speaking as an insider. If not for the intervention of Mr. President, Nigeria would have faced the worst economic sabotage and Rivers State would have been up in flames. First, it all started with the Rivers State House of Assembly, where the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, directed his chief of staff, Edison Ehie, to burn down the assembly in a way to avert his impeachment. That evening, Edison was in government as with two other boys, including the former chairman of Obiakpo local government area, one Chijoke. I was there with them when a bag of money was handed over to Edison for that operation. Though I do not know the amount inside, I want to tell Rivers people today that the House of Assembly complex in Moscow Road was clearly burnt down by Edison Hegier under the instructions of Governor Siminalayi Fubara. I challenge him to an open confrontation and I will throw more light on it. A day after that incident, I almost resigned, but I was very scared because I know the power of a sitting governor and he knew that I am aware of the whole plan and that I am discomforted with the unconscionable act and deliberate posture of innocence and mien of a sheep. Another attempt was also made to destroy the residential quarters of the House of Assembly members. If not for the press conference that was made there by Rivers youths, Rivers elders, and National Assembly members, that would have been another barbaric demolition in Rivers State. I came to realize that they actually wanted to demolish that second building because after some weeks, he personally told me that if he knew early, he would have gone to pull down their hall before visiting the residential quarters of the assembly, and that he didn't actually know that they had such a beautiful hall where they are using now for their sitting. I was shocked and I asked myself, how could a man that wants to lead his people be destroying his state assets and wasting public funds on a needless ego fight? Thirdly, I want to advise some key stakeholders who have condemned the state of emergency made by the president and confirmed by the National Assembly to retract their statements. I also understand that they are only seeing the surface. If the president did not take proactive step, no one knows who would have been affected by the sinister plans that were cooking. While I thank Mr. President for the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State for a period of 6 months, I will plead with him not to give up on Rivers State affairs because a lot are going on there with Governor Fubara. One of the factors that got me removed was when Governor Fubara told me that they will use the Ijaws to decide who will become the next president of Nigeria. And I asked him, how will that work? Is it by votes or by what means? He clearly told me that he is the chief security officer of Rivers State and his brother is in charge of Bayelsa State and all the pipelines are under their care, that at the appropriate time they will tell the boys what to do and fund was not an issue. That was why when he made that statement in his public function, that I would tell the boys what to do at the appropriate time, I knew something was up and perhaps the time was near. Wow, what a revelation. What a confession. It is getting interesting in Rivers State, honestly. Honestly, it is getting interesting. Coming from Dr. George Nwaeke, one will be stupefied, one will be shocked, but then one would also want to ask, hope this is not intended, fabricated to get Fubara and these actors mentioned into problem. Hope this is not a scripted confession. I hope this is not a scripted confession. Dr. George Nwaeke is an elderly man who has tasted life. I hope he was not put up to do this. That being said, I also hope the things he has said are not true, because there would be consequences. At this stage, let's see what will come out. Let's see the response from Fubara and the mentioned actors. Although many are of the view that this is an ethnic narrative, complete falsehood. Nigeria is like somebody said, Nigeria is a tribal ethnic society. The reason we cannot develop or advance like other nations of the world, where truth is very far from the individual, as long as the other person is not from your tribe. The head of service is a disappointment to society. Why is he a disappointment? Because he said something that is shocking. Assuming he's telling the truth, would you not commend Governor Fubara for the things he's alleged to have done? I think it is too early to start taking sides or calling it an ethnic narrative. But I just hope what just transpired is nothing but the truth. What do you have to say?